What is poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at Twisters, which is a new movie which has recently come out, and it is a disaster movie, so it does fall into the October load of, ooh, look at us go with scary horror disaster movies. It's very exciting, very, very happy, and I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't scary. This wasn't a scary movie, but it was a suspenseful movie, and it had me on the edge of my seat for bits of it, not the whole movie, but for bits of it. It was very suspenseful, and it gave you connections to the characters to make you feel that suspense. So again, if you do want to see me do scary movies, sort of disaster movies over the course of October, do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, because 98% of you are not subscribed but do like and watch my content. So if you hit that subscribe button, all my juicy, lovely, sweet, succulent videos will be in your inbox. And if you hit the notification bell as well, you'll be notified every time that I do upload a video. And every one of my videos is a certified banger. But without any further delay, let's quickly get into what Google has to say. So Twisters is a 2024 action thriller, which is 2 hours and 2 minutes long. It is a 12A. It has a 6.8 out of 10 on IMDb and a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes. But story, as Google puts it, is haunted by a devastating encounter with a tornado. Kate Cooper gets lured back to the open plains by her friend Javi to test the ground-breaking new tracking system. She soon crosses paths with Tyler Owens, a charming but reckless social media superstar who thrives on posting his storm-chasing adventures. As storm season intensifies, Kate, Tyler, and the competing teams find themselves in a fight for their lives as multiple systems coverage over central Oklahoma. Well, that is what Google has to say, but let's get into the actual story. So we start off 5 years prior to where the movie actually wants us to take a look at, with Kate trying to win like a Nobel Prize, some funding for her research, where she wants to stop a tornado, stop a twister with particles by removing the moisture from the air and cancelling that tornado. They go looking for an F1 and end up finding an F5. And her and her three friends drive into it. They drive out of it. They're on the run because their car gets put in a ditch, and each one of them dies. First one gets sucked up into the tornado, second one gets hit by a massive ass fucking tree and impaled. The third one gets sucked up into the twister as well. And then we skip to 5 years later, where she's working in an office building in New York looking at tornadoes. She then gets approached by Javi, whatever you want to call him, and they put together a business proposal, and he ropes her back into the game. They then go off and try and activate this, and there is Wizard of Oz references. They are called the Wizard, the Lion. I was going to say Witch and Wanderer, but they're not that. It's Tin Man and Scarecrow. And they're driving, chasing tornadoes, putting up these things, and obviously our main character gets scared, obviously through her trauma, and runs away. She then gets talked to and harassed by Tyler, and then it's like, oh shit, you know what, I got the motivation now, I'm no longer scared, let's fucking do this. They do it, and then she finds out that Tyler's right and Navi's wrong. Javi isn't the kind of guy she thought she was, so she switches sides, joins Tyler's team, and they continue and pick up her experiments from where they were, and they succeed. But a giant, massive, flaming tornado, comes after them, and she then decides to use her science to stop it. And everyone else is trying to keep this town safe, and she goes into the tornado and releases all of her like powder molecules. I don't actually know what it is. It's like a powdery thing, like the moisture remover, and in doing so, she almost dies, but she saves the town and saves everyone else, so none of the main characters die. And yeah, they're all alive and kicking at the end of the movie, which is pretty cool. And they Tyler and Kate get together. Watching this movie was very weird because, again, I'm not used to main characters having my name. I'm not used to people having my name in general. I don't know a lot of Tylers. Like, I know, like, Tyler from School Bus Graveyard. I know Tyler from Super Noobs. I know that's it. Those two Tylers are the only two that I actually know. There isn't many Tylers in social media. And Actually, one of the managers at work is called Tyler, so I know three. I know three, and two of them aren't even fucking real. Um, but yeah, it was weird seeing as a person called Tyler. It it was very odd, but I quite liked it, and he was also a YouTuber, which is pretty sick. We have something in common, and he was fucking good at it. He's got like 9K something subscribers, 9 billion. I don't have a fucking clue. He has nine something subscribers, and the the character building was pretty cool. The character development was really interesting. Seeing Navi have a change of heart and not want to work for the sort of terrible business tyrant anymore, and just want to help save people, and sort of changing, instead of being money driven, he's being sort of like his moral compass is activated, and he wants to just help people because he can. We then have Tyler sort of changing, instead of being this sort of dickhead redneck that we see at the start of the movie. He sort of develops and sort of gets to blossom as a character. We see him as a little bit of a nicer character, one that you really wouldn't expect him to be. I'm going to be honest, the first three deaths in the movie were predictable, and it is what sets up the entire movie. With them three dying, just sets up the trauma, the sort of why they have to get her back into it, why she doesn't want to do it, and why she's scared. It's a big plot point that just kicks off the movie, especially with what they were doing. And when people die like that, I normally pick one, which is like the best way to go out. Two of them flew up into the tornado, and 100% you are going to be like awake for that, and you're going to be scared and paranoid and worried. So I don't want to be that. I would rather get impaled by a tree, because that's quick, that's instant. That tree would have taken her out instantly. There's no way she was living after being hit by that tree. So I'm taking that one. If I was in that situation, I would want to be her. Quick, instant, painless. Let's go. Nice, lovely, job done. Job's a good one. But yeah, the Twister animation was pretty cool. They kept him to a distance, so like it didn't really, have to look superb. And Twisters don't look that good anyway. I'm gonna be honest; they're just like big twisting funnels of air, so they're not that exciting to look at in the first place. What I liked was when they were driving around in those cars. Those trucks and cars and vans driving around like Dom Toretto was fucking sick. I just like seeing it. And also launching fireworks into a tornado also looked fucking sick, might I add. I don't give a shit if he was depicted in the asshole in that situation. It looked fucking cool. Firing fireworks into a tornado was fucking badass. Watching them go off as it was going up, fucking incredible. Like, what the fuck? Throwing fireworks into a tornado. I would have never thought of that, but it looks pretty. It looks really fucking pretty. So the visuals are really good. And the actors were also really good. I don't know who plays Tyler in the movie, but he's been in a lot of movies recently. He is becoming a Hollywood a Hollywood necessity. Like, this is his year. I swear he's done like 4 or 5 movies out this year, and I do believe one of them's on Netflix called Hitman. Maybe we'll have to take a look at that in the next couple of days. But there isn't really much else to talk about with this movie. I'm gonna be honest. It's quite a basic movie, but it's a good one because I really enjoyed it. I did enjoy it, and it did make me cry. It was kind of predictable, but with disaster movies, they are predictable. Like, obviously, with the opening deaths, I called who was going to die. There was one shock. I didn't expect the boyfriend to die. But then again, I should have done. I come to think of it, I should have done. I don't know why I didn't, but I should have done. I should have done. Because it's the thing that happens in disaster movies, like the one we took a look at a couple of days ago, Fall. Boyfriend died within the first 5 minutes of the movie, so it's just like a disaster movie trope, having like the boyfriend die or the girlfriend, to bring like character change and character motivation into all of this, and just make them into the character that they need to be for this movie to sort of get the ball rolling, if you catch my drift. But there isn't much else. I've pretty much covered all bases with this movie. I didn't really have a lot to say about it. I liked it, and story was decent, predictable but decent. It doesn't need to be like a new sort of creation every time for it to be good. Just as long as you give us interesting characters and good actors and some decent CGI, and change a couple of things up, like the order maybe of how things sort of happen. But it doesn't have to be like a new story every time. It's not like reinventing the wheel. Uh, so that's really all I have to say about this movie. Sorry that it was a little bit of a shorter one today, but this movie, there isn't a lot to talk about. I will be honest. I'm literally trying to procrastinate, and think of more things to say, but I just can't. There's nothing. So other than that, I'll love you and leave you. So this movie, you know what? I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I'll give it a solid 7. So other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. See you all next one. I hope you all have an excellent day. And if you do wanna leave me suggestions of what to watch next, please do leave them down in the comments below. And other than that, bye bye.